One thing about me, if you start moving shady, I'm gonna clock that shit. See, my childhood was a bit tumultuous, so as a result, I developed this cute thing called hypervigilance. Perhaps you've heard of it. Is it a trauma response? Yes. But it's also one of my favorite gifts I've ever been given, because there's so much shit that I think just flies under the radar for most humans that I'm just like, oh, I caught that. For example, let's say you take a little joke at my expense, right? I can tell right off the bat whether the intention was like a playful roast or if there was actually something behind that. If you start speaking to me in a tone that you don't usually use, I'm going to notice that. If your texts all of a sudden go from wordy to dry, I'm going to notice it. And if your body language is just a little bit different than usual, I'm going to notice it too. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, damn, Tony, that's a little bit intense, right? Exactly. But let me make it even worse for you. I'm not just paying attention to how you're interacting with me. I'm paying attention to how you're interacting with others as well. If I watch you tell a white lie to one of your friends, I'm going to make a mental note of that, because I know it's only a matter of time before you start telling me little white lies. If you're fake as hell to somebody I know for a fact you don't like, I'm going to pay attention to that, because how much of our relationship is fake? Are you gossiping about your friend's secrets that they told you in confidence? Noted. And whenever I see that type of behavior, I make a little prayer to baby Jesus that he bless and keep you far away from me. Now, maybe you're thinking to yourself, Tony, you're just being paranoid. I would say that might have some validity, except for the fact that I've been proven right so many times. I once caught a friend in a lie simply because I could understand from their texting that something was off. I found out from other loyal friends that somebody was talking behind my back, so I dealt with them accordingly. And I've completely removed friendships where there is a little bit of contempt under every single joke that they say. And just because I feel it needs to be said, I'm not gathering evidence because I want to be proven right that this person's a piece of shit. I want to be proven wrong. I can't think of anybody in the entire world is like, oh, you know what feels great is knowing that the people that I choose actually don't care about me. But despite what everybody seems to say, loyalty is not so common. Listen, if you want to be the real Slim Shady, that's fine. But you're going to do it out of my life. And this right here is why I love spending time by myself, because I don't have to exhaust myself trying to figure out if this person's intentions are good or not. But I think a big upside to hypervigilance is that it's kind of stopped me from abandoning myself so much, because now I'm aware of what the consequences will be. When a friend drops the mask and I see them for what they really are, I'm no longer surprised or hurt quite as deeply because I already saw all the signs. I don't tend to get as angry with other people. I just get angry at myself because I already saw those signs. I knew exactly who they were. And since most of the time I learn from my mistakes, I remember that and I make the better choice the next time. So if I see you acting a little sus, I'm just going to move myself right out of the way. And for the record, since we're spilling all of my secrets, if I've ever ghosted you, that's probably exactly what happened. God made me brown because I love the sun. I don't got time for shade, okay? I'ma keep it moving. Well, that was depressing. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.